Alright guys, welcome to Red's Resort. In this show we take a look at what's been happening around the verse, whether that be social media, Reddit, YouTube, etc. And we bundle them all up into a giant seething ball of Star Citizen news for your consumption. We've got a giveaway to do for some paint packs first. We've got the Hornet Mark II paint pack and the Sabre paint pack. And the winner is Mr. Smith 123123. Congratulations dude, I've probably already contacted you, so just check your messages. We recently hit 5,000 subs on the channel, so to celebrate we're giving away a 325A with LTI. This was made entirely possible by the sheer goodwill of the channel members and all of you guys for suffering through all those bloody YouTube ads. All you have to do to enter is be a subscriber and answer this question in the comments. What is your craziest curveball hope for sitcom? Personally, I'm really hoping for something like jetpacks that can slow our descent, even if it has a single use or a single use per 10 minutes or something like that, with no ability to actually lift you off the ground. Anything really. Anything at all. That and space whales would be cool. If you're looking to get into Star Citizen, please use one of the codes on screen for some extra starting credits when purchasing a game package. And with all that said and done, let's get over to Reddit to see what those handsome scions of truth and justice have been up to. First up, we've got these fan-made skins from Capucha. They've popped up on the community hub and Reddit a few times for me, and it has to be said, compared to the basic colour swaps that are pumped out by CIG for real dollars, I'd give my left arm to move closer to cool designs like this. I mean, it would be nice if they added the hex editor like they said they would, and then we only pay for extreme designs with some effort behind them, like this. In fact, what would be really great is if they hid certain patterns and decals away within the game itself that would work on top of the hex editor to create unique designs and customizations. Basically, there would be a guy in Cousin Crows who has a bunch of missions you can do to unlock new stuff. That's what I want. But yeah, sorry for going off on one there. Appreciate you making these, Capucha. These are absolutely breathtaking, dude. Next up, we have this from Grizzly Bear D. This is a long-range artillery unit from RSI, and it's pretty slick stuff. It would really piss me off to be getting shelled by this thing whilst you're trying to get in the jump down. But given the rounds were coming from such a work of art, I'd have to just accept my fate and lie down as a mere smear on the canvas. And just look how they've managed to get this low profile as well. It's got the badass RSI vibe going for it. I love this dude. Definitely a talent you have here. Don't hesitate to hit me up if you ever get fancy with these spices again. Stuff like this is exactly what this show is about. This was inevitable, really. It was only a matter of time. Big thanks to Space Scumbag for highlighting to us all just how bad the physics in this game really are right now. Yeah, not gonna lie, it's gonna take a lot of that good server meshing magic to fix that, I'm afraid. That is a big oof. This one from Hawkeye is a visualization of what the Orion spinning section could look like. I doubt that's supposed to be real time. Maybe it is. But you can start to imagine how incredible that thing's going to look when it's flying by you in space. And it's another RSI build as well, so if all goes according to plan, we could see this following the Perseus in the galaxy maybe. I just struggle to get the idea of this being used offensively out of my head. Like, it can't turn for shit. But maybe it can strip the shields off a Polaris in less than a second with its death ray. Or you could place it in orbit and wipe folks' bases off the map like the Hammer of Dawn. Sorry, I know. Maybe we'll get bigger rocks to blow up at least though. I think they're adding asteroid bases. Those things are going to be getting popped like pinatas. 5 Orions cooking your little base until it looks like the surface of the sun. Yeah, that's going to be great fun. This footage of a nuke getting dropped on Jumptown by Sovereign 387. That's just nuts. These eye reflections by Sergeant Jupiter. Don't ever change Star Citizen, unless it's to give me more FPS. Next post was by Soku Yamashita, and it's the Aurora Mark II. Now, I can't tell you enough how much I love this concept. And don't get me wrong, I still and always will love the Aurora, but this would be such a cool little thing to have as well. It looks a decent chunk bigger than the original, plenty of room for some cargo or a pulse bike there. Without a word of a lie, this thing would be in my hangar in a heartbeat. Awesome stuff. And there's a few other designs on their page as well. As usual, everything you see in this video will have a link in the description. If you feel like digging a little deeper or engaging with the creators, asking questions or just showing them some love. Last up we have this Freelancer Max in Legos by Wacky Wraith. This is cooler than a polar bear's toenails. I have a trade offer. You receive me calling you His Imperial Highness Wacky Wraith for the rest of human existence, and you craggle this bad boy up and send it via Santa Claus to your favourite YouTuber. That's a joke, obviously. Obviously that's a joke. DHL will work perfectly fine. In all seriousness though, Your Imperial Highness Wacky Wraith, this is Master Builder level greatness you've achieved here. I can't build a freaking Lego man without instructions, so this is basically sorcery to me. 07 did. Over to YouTube now, and first up we have the infamous EE Studio. They have started a new series called Huxley Group. Right off the bat we're treated to the usual outstanding soundtrack and stylish storytelling. As any player will realise, these impossibly good visuals must take a serious effort to bring to bear within the boundaries of the game. Just getting the right lighting and time of day and weather would take considerable planning and luck. Tie all this together with the excellent pacing and beautifully managed tension building. Add a sprinkle of some med runners into the action and we truly have one of the best machinima Star Citizen has ever seen.
Please.
Medical beacon activated. Please remain calm. Help is on the way.
Are you crazy? Now we're both screwed.
I don't want to go into too much details about the plot, as I don't want to spoil everything, but if this is your normal cup of tea, you won't be disappointed. Captain Foxy Loxy has put up a video where he takes some NPCs back to his hangar and continuously knocks them out and gives them various weapons to test out, mainly focusing on lethality and range. Hilarity ensues obviously, and aside from giving us a fantastic insight into the game's various weapons, it also gives us the privilege of watching a fellow citizen taking pot shots from everything from a handgun to sniper rifles and above. Further testing required these NPCs to be released into a station with the railgun, and as you can also imagine, only the best entertainment imaginable followed. Trust me. Watching some unknowing player getting absolutely immolated as they stand innocently next to the ASOP terminals just became my new sick pleasure. Beautiful. Honestly, just beautiful.
Player here. There is a guy right here. I'm sorry. Oh no! I'm sorry.
Condolences to that man's family. You can regen that man as many times as you like, but mentally, he'll always remain a Pollock painting. Next up was a video by Force Science. If you haven't subscribed to these guys, then you're 100% driving your meat mech wrong, and you should have your license revoked. This video is about a battle gone wrong and the resulting revenge. A dish served expertly and clinically with a tank. If you love watching any combined arms warfare in Star Citizen, this is the channel you've been looking for, with the added side bonus of not taking themselves too seriously.
They're birds. Fuck you, motherfuckers. Oh, dogs. Fuck you, motherfuckers.
Stop shooting the dogs. Stop shooting the dogs.
Nothing ever goes smoothly and by the numbers in this game, but these guys get dunked on basically by some dudes, and decide to take the fight back to them, but via the unexpected route of a ground assault. And they absolutely fuck shit up, and it's hilarious. Not much more I can say here without spoiling things, but it's all real gameplay, the banter is top notch, a true all round entertaining package. Just a bunch of real friends playing the game we all love and having a blast in the process. I can't recommend it enough. So this next video was by Embraced, and before I say anything, I'm just gonna play a small segment.
Okay. We got this. It's gonna be fine. It's not over yet.
Hello and welcome aboard your Drake interplanetary craft. Your systems are online.
Alright, here goes. Come on. Come on! Yes! Alright!
This was a journey. A journey that's probably unlike anything you've ever seen in Star Citizen before. Just a chill tale about a guy in his cutter. He crashes and has to seek help at a nearby settlement whilst he fixes her up. There's a dream sequence and poems and just a lovely atmosphere with the perfect soundtrack to the whole thing. You really get invested in this guy rebuilding this cutter. It sounds simple, but that's actually its uniqueness here. It is simple, but to make such a creation out of that and make it interesting and engaging takes a lot of skill and understanding. And Embraced here absolutely floored me with this one. More of this please, dude. Absolutely outstanding video. Thank you. This next one is probably really pointless for me to bring up, but when flying around in the verse there's literally nothing better than the entire history of Star Citizen by Astropub. Doesn't matter what you're doing. I'm usually doing PvE bounties, don't get me wrong. If there was a quiz at the end, I'd totally fail. I have a brain like an absolute teabag. But I feel it's just the ultimate immersion in the game. If you truly need to be absolutely saturated in Star Citizen, this is the way to do it right here. All 7 to you, Paul, and all the work you do. It wouldn't be the same verse without you, dude. Last up we have one from quite a while back, but since I haven't done one of these for ages, I figured it was fair to dig it out for this video. And my god, is this one an absolute treat. This was shot by 54 people and took over 2 months to create. It's a recreation of a sci-fi short film by the same name called Lucky 13. It's about a ship that's lost 2 whole crews and somehow not been destroyed itself. A fantastic premise for a video, and trust me when I say its execution does not miss the mark in the slightest. If you love the Valkyrie, you are going to love this. It's an all-out action, guns blazing riot of a ride. The shots pulled off in the video must have been so hard to do. There's no doubt in my mind a lot of citizens died in the making of this video. I was absolutely enraptured watching this, like professional level production involved, and all of that post-production and stuff is just the icing on the cake. Hats off to you guys, this is an absolute masterpiece, and should probably be technically impossible. I don't even think we're playing the same game, to be honest. I can't even get a gun to swap half the time, and these guys are on some neo freaking block camp level business. Honestly crazy stuff, and again, all links are below. Let's have some screenshots now from the Star Citizen Discord. I'll put the name on screen and the date, as there's no real way to link straight to specific images in case you want to go hunting for them. It always fascinates me how I have eyes, right? And I can see a cool thing in game and be like, yep, that's a screenshot right there. So I take a couple of snaps and I think I've done great. But then you get these digital photographer guys who are just capable of reaching in and changing the angles and perspectives to within an inch of their life to make something truly artistic. The difference is, when I see something cool and capture it, I'm just recording what the game has created that looks cool. When these guys capture something, they're using some form of fucking black magic to see things other people just can't see. Could just be as simple as the way something's cropped, or the way light and shadow play together. But to me, it's like watching people who can read the Matrix, while I'm struggling to cut Play-Doh shapes with my freaking sausage fingers. So yeah, the jealousy is always at peak, but the respect is always higher. Thanks guys for your tireless work and love for this game. Okay, that about wraps things up. We've only got the news left that I want to touch on, and it's all leaks, so if you want to bail now, I completely understand. Remember to enter that competition. Share this so more people can enter, even though that goes against every instinct in your body. In fact, if you keep an eye out for the giveaway promotion on Twitter or TikTok and repost it, I'll add an extra entry for you here on YouTube. Just make sure to add your YouTube name to the post as well as tagging me. Okay, on with the leaks. So we've got a look at the Halloween skins for this year, and the first new skin for the Terrapin. And yeah, I mean, remember how earlier I was moaning about the skins being basic colour changes? I take it back. I take it back. Sort of. I mean, somebody's gonna like these. Skin is skins. I love skins. They're definitely pretty fun. I'm sure somebody will love them. And these pictures don't usually do any skins very much justice at all. So, okay, from this point forward, I'm just gonna rattle through all this. And this is totally unscripted, I'm just reading what I see in front of me here. Which is gonna be boring as hell, but there is a lot of exciting stuff and there's a lot to get through. So, here we go. This is all about the new 3.24.2 build that's in Evo Catty. And it's looking like the MFDs are in. The new MFDs are in. First up we have the Misk Fortune. Now these are all just files that relate to something else. This is an exterior, so it's definitely for a ship, but it doesn't mean that ship's actually in Evo Catty. Also mentioned is the F7CM Super Hornet Mark II. So it looks like we're going to be getting both of these sometime soon. Formation Flying is hinted at here. Join formation, match formation, position and velocity to join formation. I get the feeling that these are UI prompts, so that you can really lock in whilst you're flying with a bunch of people. Night vision equipment is mentioned here, zoom levels and things like that. There's a lot of stuff about guilds, but they seem to be referring to in-game guilds. This one's for an industrial guild. It's got where its headquarters might be, leadership, etc. Basically seems to be new information getting added to the game. Map tooltips, you can't set routes inside jump tunnels. So possibly some UI for jumps there, some pyro, outpost info, possibly just information on the map about certain outposts and what you can do there. This one's researching subterranean effects of pyro's unstable solar activity. So it's maybe like a scientific outpost or something. The resource networking is in for 3.24.2, and this is all the stuff related to the panels and stuff like that. That's all good. There's a science guild, there's a sports guild, which is interesting. The Argodurus tractor beam, specifically for the Atlas power suit. Is that new? Is that new? It looks like this is hinting that you'll be able to switch out the tractor beam on the Atlas, unless that's what's already on it. Not too sure about that one. This one seems to be Grey Cat Industrial, so it looks like we're getting the mechanic for the Atlas moving boxes on the other tractor beams now as well. Probably not the speed, but just how the boxes are moved and placed. Jump drives, as in the actual components themselves, are mentioned here. I don't know if that means like they'll be physically in the game, but it looks like it. Here's the life support modules mentioned as well. The hover trolley looks like it's making a return. They're going to try that again. I really hope they don't try and sell it though. Some new clothing items here. Durable synthetic leather combines with anarchic stylings for a jacket meant to send a message. Its distinct look includes spikes across the shoulder and right arm. Just to give you an idea of what sort of look that's going to be going for. A Mirai racing suit, an Origin racing suit, a Murray Cup racing suit, and a Star Kitten racing suit. Mirai racing gloves, the CitizenCon digital goodie pack flight suit is in, the P8 is in. That is going to be a beast of a gun. There's different colours for the Sitcon suit. Item dispensers. Please, for the love of God, let this be flare and subscriber items making it into the game. I really hope so. If not, it's for something else, which is still exciting, but if that's getting your gear back, that's obviously massive. Epoxy Genite is a trifold explosive accelerant. Okie dokie. Repair missions. That's pretty self-explanatory. New character customization options, including new voices or choosing your voice. Crusader Discovery Tours. Looks like it's UI for the terminals. Download area map or view map. That's interesting. There's new files here for a bunch of seats and a Titan suit. I'll let you make your own mind up about that one. The Grey Cat Cav. Again, probably good to note that a lot of these are just references and don't have much content other than their name. Manage your expectations, people. Slightly different health mobiGlas app. Main menu music has changed. I don't know if I said that already. And here's a big bunch of Zeus skins. Oh yes. And one small detail here, 890 jump skins. Are you for realsies, bro? And if my eyes don't deceive me, that looks like it could be black and gold. Literally speechless right now. Which is just gonna be... A lot of people will be dancing in the streets about that, I would imagine. A new Arena Commander UI. Looks pretty sweet. There's a Spirit MFDs. There's a P8. And last up, a Xi'an ghost ship. Appears to be squadron related, perhaps the Xi'an wreck we see in I Held the Line. So, you know, don't get too carried away. It's possibly just a wreck. Everybody chill. And that's it. That's all we've got for this episode. Thank you for watching my crazy little compilation video here. Be sure to check out some of the awesome content listed in the description below, and hopefully I'll see you next time. 07 guys.